we're about to talk about Jojo Siwa once again, and this time it's not because of any of her antics on stage. It's not because of her new single that she just released called Guilty Pleasure. It's actually because in a recent interview, she talked about her plans for building a family, specifically building designer babies. I don't know if there is a more flattering way to put it. Jojo Siwa recently revealed that she plans to have triplets through 3 separate surrogates in the next couple of years. Quote, I actually want to take 3 eggs, fertilize 3 eggs, and have 3 surrogates. So technically, they'll all be the same batch, but they would all be born separately. Designer babies are sold separately.
When I saw this, so we were in the office at home, and Olivia could see me just like typing, deleting. She's like, "You look really focused. Like, what are you trying?" I'm like, I'll talk to you in a minute. I was trying to find the words to accurately explain why this grossed me out, and my ultimate conclusion was that better, wittier, more gifted writers than I, those that are better at twittering, will find clever ways of pointing out why this is fucked up. Okay. Mm-hmm. I couldn't think of it in the moment. All I could think about was how devoid a statement like this is of any of the things that are supposed to make having a child beautiful, right? Mm-hmm. Completely devoid of the idea of love and connection to another person, the joy of building a family with another person, all of these things that are unique to the experience of having a family, and essentially turned it into the same thing as as exporting a bunch of projects from Adobe Premiere at the same time. And all I could think about is that as an agnostic person, I'm a little less agnostic because I read what you had to say. And I don't know how else to phrase it than that, other than it filled me with a certain sense of dread.
Yeah, I think that feeling was universal almost, because as I'm looking at all of these replies, people are starting to realize this is an issue that everyone can get behind, even if you don't know exactly why the surrogacy industry or in vitro industry kind of bothers you. I think everyone can get behind the idea that this is fucked up and weird. Yeah. We got a 20, right?
Yes.
From Pop Culture Junkie. The reason why some of those broadcast net shows keep getting renewed is they are still relatively cheap to produce because the talent is accepting lower than average fees.
I mean, yeah, they're making less money, but they're making a lot of it because it's over 22 episodes in the season. If you're if you're a star of a network television show and you're making several, like what was it? Let's look up some of these shows. Like House, at one point, Hugh Laurie was making $1 million an episode, and what's the lady from Grey's Anatomy makes more than that. Mm-hmm. And a lot of those other actors aren't making that, but they're making the tens of thousands of dollars an episode. They're making a lot of money doing that. And it's different, understandable, but also they spend way less money per episode because they're on a shorter time frame and a shorter budget.
One of the responses here said, exactly why surrogacy needs tighter laws. She intends to do something crazy because all she needs for it is money. It's terrifying. That's a huge difference between adoption and surrogacy. Surrogacy doesn't really depend on doing background checks on these people. You can be a single person with a criminal record undisclosed, and if you have enough money, you can simply buy a person. And everyone knows that that's wrong on a very instinctual level. But it's kind of been framed as an issue of inclusivity, especially for the LGBTQ community, which Jojo Siwa happens to be a part of because she identifies as a lesbian. So basically, you're a bad person in the eyes of a lot of, woke Twitter if you say that this is weird and should be opposed, or even illegal, which is what I would say. And I am glad that people are finally starting to coalesce despite their ideological differences, despite their religious differences, around a common acknowledgement that the surrogacy industry is at the very least unethical, but it is difficult to see it happen so late in the game as a Catholic, when I know that we have been sounding the alarm about these issues for so much longer and no one paid attention because it came from the church. That's annoying to see.
I also saw plenty of people criticizing maybe not even the surrogacy element, but saying that she'd be a single mom of 3.
I mean, that's also true.
Yeah.
I think she was saying she plans to get married before she starts a family, but given the fact that she's already tattooed the names of these hypothetical children on her body permanently, it doesn't seem like someone else is being, part of this equation. It seems like she is doing this essentially as a narcissistic photocopy of herself.
And that was my point, is that it's devoid of any of the actual magic and beauty that comes with having a family.
Everyone knows the babies are supposed to come from love. And this is not that.
In the chat,
It's
I
a
saw
transaction.
Somebody say, like, does Brett know that most babies that happen are an accident? Like, even if it's an accident of 2 people coming together and connecting on a physical level, right? Like, you can have all the moral quandaries about premarital sex and all that, but it required 2 people to come together and be intimate with one another, which is a specific type of human connection that, it's a special thing. And to see it basically turned into some type of mathematical and industrial problem that has to be solved, a factory line, if you will.
Humans should not be widgets in a capitalist widget factory. Everyone feels this way, but are having trouble explaining it in such words, because that would really have a lot of presumptions built into it.
It was the word batch. The word batch to me is what got to me. Like,
so technically, they'll all be the same batch, born separately.
It's like that. Remember that tweet that went viral many years ago? It says, like, I wish we could pick our baby's fathers. And somebody's like, who's gonna tell her?
Yeah. It's really dark. And coincidentally, at the same time that this was going viral, Brittany Griner, we found out that Brittany Griner is also becoming a parent. This says Brittany Griner is expecting her first child with her pregnant wife, due to give birth next month. Griner is set to become a mother for the first time 2 years after her release from Russian prison. And you can see the photo of them, and this is an interview where they discussed the news.
One other job that you're about to get into that is really hard and really scary. You're about to be a mom. How is that feeling? Pops. Oh, let me get it together.
Should have gone with the gender neutral terminology there. Should have just said parent. Wouldn't have gotten corrected like that.
About to be a pops. Please tell me how exciting that is for you and what you're looking forward to most.
I'm super excited.
Audio channel only.
I guess I'll just drop it. He's here. So he's here. Yes, 7'8", 7 pounds 8 ounces. Yeah, that's my man.
I love that.
He is amazing. They say, as soon as you see him, it just like everything that you thought mattered just goes out the window, and that's literally what happens. It's kind of sucks because I got to leave. But at the same time, he'll understand.
Wait, it sucks because I've got to leave? As in,
Olympics, most likely.
Leave for the Olympics?
Yeah.
Okay. Here's the thing. This is why people have a problem with surrogacy. Because when someone else is carrying your child for 9 months, they're the one bonding with your child. And Khloe Kardashian recently spoke out about this, saying she didn't name her son for the first 9 months of his life after he was born because she felt a lack of connection to him, because her son was gestated in another woman's womb that she was paying for. There is something profoundly sickening about that, and I don't think it's hateful to point it out.
It's a level of dissociativeness that people can understand, at least should be able to understand instinctively, right?
Yes, absolutely. And unfortunately, that industry is only getting bigger and bigger. Anyway, back to Jojo Siwa news that is a little bit more lighthearted. Jojo Siwa recently reacted to being the most disliked music video of 2024 for a female artist.
I wonder between what batch she recorded this one. Get it.
So a list just got released of the most disliked music video by a female artist on YouTube in 2024. Here we go. Fourth place, we have Yes And by Ariana Grande with 290,000.
Oh, she can barely talk now, can she?
Coming in hot at number 3, we've got the
I can
brand new
barely talk.
Women's World by Katy
I mean,
Perry
her
with
voice is, like, damaged.
330,000. Dislikes.
She does kind of sound like she just got over a cold all the time.
Number 2, second place overall, we have Fortnite by Taylor Swift with a whopping 350,000 dislikes.
Does that surprise you?
No, because it's a certain level of views that's going to have more dislikes than the rest.
And your number 1 first place overall goes to Karma by Jojo Siwa with an astonishing, record-breaking 3.1
That's crazy.
million dislikes.
I like that she's got like a poster of herself in the background.
Her cars are wrapped in images of her face.
You know, I am the only person that can say I beat Taylor Swift on a list of something.
Hey!
I'll take it.
Technically, that's not true because Eminem's new album just debuted at number 1 on the charts, and
Yeah.
he dethroned Taylor Swift today, or this
Yeah.
week.
You know, I wish Eminem made a song about JoJo. That would be funny.
That would be amazing.
But she got 10 times basically more dislikes on her music video than Taylor Swift, who is ranked below her. I know she's trying to seem unbothered, but I really just don't buy that she is
I mean, that's
chill about
most
this,
of the
because when
time,
she
right?
heard someone booing her at that one Pride event, she lost her marbles. Like, she was screaming at the crowd, and that's when I saw Abby in her. That's when I saw her psycho dance instructor jump out and possess her.
It always feels like whenever they take the time to acknowledge the comments like that, they're legitimizing it in a way because that's what they're worried about.
One person in the same industry, though, who does support JoJo is Grimes.
Oh,
One of Elon's baby mamas, but a pop star in her own right. Grimes tweeted about JoJo's controversial dance choreography for Karma, which almost everyone hated, but Grimes loves it.
Says, truly, what the F is this magnificent ogre dance? This is actually innovative. Like if she did this at a noise show, the other acts would look tame and entirely unprovocative. Like Picasso, she became famous for mastering her craft and now inverts it into something people believe is an artistic failure.
Simply too early and too experimental. That's what it was. She was ahead of her time.
They say that you have to learn the rules so that you have to know the rules so you can learn how to break them properly.
Rules are meant to be broken. Do you want to?
Yep. No audio because I'm not getting copyrighted today. Muting it. There we go.
This is her
New
guilty
dance?
pleasure dance, I suppose. Just taking everything we hated about Karma and leveling it up 100-fold. What is that? What? And the prayer at the end.
What it is somebody keeps trying to talk to her and she's shooing them away. She's like, please.
What is that move?
It's literally like a weird monkey move to keep somebody away from her.
That's actually scary. But yeah, I also wanted to show a clip from her new music video without the audio.
Do we have that? I might have.
Sure, let me send it to you.
Send that one to me.
But in this music video, I mentioned this on Friday, she just has this teddy bear motif going on, but she also looks like she's at the brothel in Twin Peaks with the red curtains on the wall. It's very weird. She has teddy bears on her head, and she's in lingerie.
I mean, she looks like the Road Warriors in WWE.
They've got dancing
pads.
teddy bears in the back. And there's the construction outfit.
I can't watch any more of this. I'm sorry. That was disgusting. We're going away from this. All right. Thank you.
It was disgusting. And her comments about surrogacy were even more disgusting than that music video.
Thanks for watching. Listen to full episodes of Pop Culture Crisis on Spotify.
Keep up with us on social media and make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss the show. Bye, guys.